am joining on a beanbag in the darkish, kind of, with low camera quality. Maybe I'll get a webcam with more than this amount of camera quality if I obtain more than one subscriber. But I just want to talk about anxiety. I've had issues with it. I also want to talk about the concept of destiny, the concept of purpose, how that's helped a lot with my anxiety. I would overthink and worry about so much. Everything I would toil, I would when I go to bed, I'd be thinking about this thing. When I wake up, this other thing. And just dreading, worrying about my future. Thinking about, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? And I'd try and control it, but there was no control. There is no way to stop it yourself. The only way I found to find peace I actually started thinking this way after reading and realizing I'm not like them, but there are these, you have historical figures like George Washington and Napoleon, and they would have this concept of destiny. They would believe that they were instruments of the Lord. Napoleon believed that he was a child of fate and that she would use him to shape the course of his country. Washington believed that the Hand of Providence would guide him and credited divine intervention to the development of America. And you're asking, what does this have to do with a high school kid or me or anxiety or any of it? And it sort of doesn't. But the concept of destiny, the concept that there is a fate, that, I'm personally, I believe in a higher power, and knowing that this higher power has some sort of plan is actually very comforting. It doesn't actually, that everything that will happen will happen. It doesn't make me terrified of the idea of free will. I actually don't really care if I have free will or not. I live my life the same. But it's very comforting. And it's actually calmed a lot of my anxiety to know that the hand of Providence will lead me to wherever I go. That I shouldn't toil over if this thing happens or if that thing happens. Because either way, it is fated what will happen. And I will be ultimately okay. And if I'm not, that's in the fate too. I mean, I'm not saying to not hold your life as valuable. That is nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that because like when I would try and control everything, because what you can control, I don't know, people, you just, I don't know, I thought my entire future was mine to shape, mine to control, mine to worry about, mine to toil about, but it's not. You just have to trust in fate, trust in your future, that things will work out the way they were meant to work out. And I've been able to let go of a lot of my anxiety. I've been able to let go of a lot of my worries about the future because I know that it's just meant to be. Now, purpose. Similar to, I believe, on Where I Shall Be Led by fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it. I believe that I have some sort of purpose in this world. Call it ego, call it arrogance, but I want to have a large positive impact on humanity. And the way I am getting closer to doing that is by owning a business and reading as much as I can to develop some sort of wealth and then connection to, I don't know, knowledge is power, they say. So we'll just see. I've got, you know what they say? Man makes a plan and God laughs. So, I don't really have a plan. I've kind of got a goal. I've got goals, but I don't have an overall plan. That's not for me to make. I will do what I am meant to do. And if that ends up being not much, it's okay. But I do have a drive, and I do have a hunger, insatiable hunger to, what's the word? I guess put some kind of dent in the universe. Make some kind of impact. I'm utterly obsessed with absorbing knowledge. I'm utterly obsessed with studying those who have actually changed the world, those who have done those type of things. It's actually incredibly fascinating to me to study and read their biographies, read their autobiographies. I say I like reading fiction. I love reading nonfiction. But I inhale biographies. Especially if they're like actually good written. When I say good written, I mean well written. English. Yeah. So I guess it's your fate that you're watching this. I appreciate you going 10 minutes in to a 17-year-old with way too much ambition, yapping for 10 minutes. But thank you. if you struggle with anxiety, I hope somehow, some way, you learn to get better or seek help. It's not a fun one to have. If you struggle with panic attacks, that's not fun either. I've been there. But, you know, you will, it'll be okay. And I'm sure people have told you that. And I'm sure it's very annoying. But I don't know. Wherever I go, whatever. It is, people like to say, it is what it is. And it is what it is. Because things go bad in your life, take them as learning opportunities. That's pretty naive of me to say. I don't know. I've lived a pretty sheltered life, so actually I take that back. I don't know. Just, that's all I have to say. I talk for too long. I really do. But yeah,